Hey, this is Greg Allman for TampaBay.com, wrapping things up here tonight after the third straight home game for USF football. It's a 52-24 win against UTEP. Great night for USF's offense. Rough night for much on defense and special teams tonight. UTEP racked up 339 yards, 24 points. That's as many points as they scored against 1AA Stony Brook a couple weeks ago. Special teams gave up a lot of yards on kickoff returns, 251, a lot of short fields for the Miners that made things easier. The good news for USF is the offense. They racked up another 575 yards of offense, 373 on the ground. That's 4 short of a school record. BJ Daniels had a 71-yard touchdown run on the second offensive play of the game. Victor Mark had a 67-yard run on an option play. Lots of big yards. They had 4 players go over 50 yards and get a touchdown. Again, strong running by Darrell Scott and Demetrius Murray. Lindsey Lamar adds a 54-yard touchdown catch. That's 3 touchdowns longer than 50 yards in one game. That's as many of those as they had in all of last season. So big plays coming off in here for USF. They had 2 50-yard touchdowns last week as well. Now they have a quick turnaround in 5 days. They go up to Pittsburgh and start Big East play on a Thursday night on ESPN, where they've had a lot of trouble over the years. The offense has put up points consistently, has moved the ball as well as they have in the last couple of years here in these last 3 games. Now there are some question marks on defense. They stepped up in the second half, tightened things down, held UTEP to 105 yards in the second half, had 3 takeaways in the second half, but still some concerns. Skip Holtz said he had a hole in his stomach from all the mistakes that were made. They don't have a lot of time to fix those, but they will try and do that in the next 5 days. The big scare here tonight was Terrence Mitchell. Injured his head in the fourth quarter on a nasty head-on collision with the punter on a fake punt. Initially, a lot of concerns about his neck, but Skip Holtz said this is a head injury and not a neck injury. He has feeling and movement in his extremities. He's responsive. He's communicating in the hospital. All good signs for his recovery for USF. BJ Daniels said he expected a lot of the Bulls players to go over and see him in the hospital tonight. They're all encouraged that it's no kind of neck issue. It's just a head and a concussion. And obviously that is something that could carry over to Thursday's game, but isn't something hopefully that has any long-term effects on Terrence Mitchell. So good news on his potential for recovery. Good news on offense. Some concerns on defense and special teams. But we'll know a lot more about this Bulls team on Thursday night and how they do at Pittsburgh in that Big East opener. Wrapping things up here at Raymond James Stadium, for TampaBay.com, this is Greg Allman.